Today's lesson is going to be on the 2040 EMA trade, and that's the exponential moving average. This trade is one of the favorites. It is some people call it the grail trade, and it's best used when we have a strong uptrend or a strong downtrend. Now, one of the easy ways to define the strength of the trend is to use some market internals, and one of the internals that we like to use in our trading plan is the advancers minus decliners. Now, all trading charting packages are slightly different on this term, but for advancers on Thinkorswim, for instance, it's $ADVN, and you can just subtract out $DECN. And basically that's the NYSE advancers minus decliners, and it will plot a line for you. And I know other charting platforms like TradeStation, I think they use a $ADD, and that's a combined chart. But anyway, we're looking at the value of those levels, and when you get out to the extremes, plus 1300 or minus 1300, that indicates a very strong trend, and that's the best time to use this trade. Now, it's also valid when you get above plus 800 on the upside and minus 800 on the downside. But we like to really look at this trade with earnest when we're beyond those 1300 limits. So here is a chart. This is obviously an example of a downtrend. And the red line you see on this chart, that's the 20-period EMA, and the blue line is the 40-period EMA. And what we're looking for, now this happens to be a gap down situation, which puts us into that extremely negative advanced decliners, but this chart is a situation where we're minus 1300 on our advanced decliners. And you can see the market immediately pushed down after the open, and basically from about 9:45 all the way up to about 10:30, the market made a series of lower highs, lower lows as it moved up into this 20-period EMA. Now, the first time it touched this 20-period EMA, it was rejected, and that is the signal that we are looking for. That is the trade we are looking for. Now, you can look at your candle formations if you're familiar with, maybe some of Nissen's work on candle studies. This is a shooting star candle, but really the trade is you're looking for the market to move into your 20-period EMA, touch the line, and have a candle confirmation close below the line, and you can take the entry. Now, if you just take the aggressive entry, you can get usually 4 to 6 ticks out of the market very easily. This particular example, we're moving from about 118 3/4, and it gets down as low as about 115 1/2. So that was about a 3-point move on that particular trade. Only looking for the first touch. Okay, let's look at a few more rules around this 2040 EMA trade. It's the first touch only of your 20-period or your 40-period EMA in the direction of that strong trend. And this trade works on multiple time levels. I like it best on the 5-minute, but it also works very well on the 30-minute and 60-minute charts. Let's take a look at a few of those charts. You also want to, before we do that, again, you want to make sure that you have a confirmation of whatever candle you're looking at. So if you're on a 5-minute chart, you wait for that 5-minute candle to close. 30-minute chart, you wait for the 30-minute candle to close. 60-minute chart, 60-minute candle to close. You can take the aggressive entry off the 5-minute chart, and that is as soon as it touches and you get the confirmation close, you can go for 4 to 6 ticks. That would be 1 to 1.5 ES points. Or you can follow our trading plan signal entry, which is in our ebook, and we have a very specific style of entry, and you wait for the touch of that line, and when you get your entry signal, you follow your trading plan targets, etc., based off of that. So let's look at those charts. Now we're looking at a positive 1300 or greater on our advanced decliners, and you can see the market crossed at the end of the day, the previous day. We opened. We had our 20-period trading above our 40-period on our chart. The market on the open pushed higher, and on the very first pullback, the very first touch of that line, we got a signal to get long. And again, you can wait for the confirmation of the candle close for your signal entry. and you just take the trade to the upside. And in this instance, the candle closed, looks like about 10:03, and you can see this market went all the way up to 10:15, but the first swing went as high as 10:09. So plenty of opportunity to get that 4 to 6 ticks, and you can trail these and get more. So let's look at another time frame. Here is a 30-minute chart. Now you can see on a 30-minute chart, you cross multiple days. We actually had our cross of our red and blue, our 20 and 40 EMA on our 30-minute chart way back here on what was a Friday, traded through the weekend, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Wednesday was the first touch of that 20-period EMA. Again, this was the first touch. You take the trade, and there was an opportunity from about 10:28 in this example, and it got high as 10:35. So again, plenty of opportunity to make profit on that entry. And then this also shows a 40 EMA first touch. The very next day, it came down and touched your 40-period EMA. That is also a valid entry. And again, based on confirmation of candle close, you can take it to the long side. And what you're doing, you're taking it in the direction of the cross. Okay, so you see your red line crossed above your blue line back here on Friday. That's the way you take it. So on strong positive up days, you take it to the long side. Here it was midday on Wednesday, first touch of the 20. Beginning of the next day, we had the first touch of the 40. And finally, let's look at a 60-minute chart. Similar concept. It's a multi-day cross. We crossed back here on a Monday. Our first touch, it looks like, was on a Thursday of our 20-period EMA. Our first touch of our 40 was the following Monday. But you can see in both of these examples, the market did bounce off those and continue to move higher. Again, the key to this is having a strong market internal. Your advanced decliners above 1300 when going long, below minus 1300 when going short. So this was the 2040 EMA trade. I hope it helps. I hope you can find it useful, and thanks for watching.